I'm so glad I made it here.
Yeah, sorry,
No, you're good.
A lot of people, me included, thought that the young boy paid for this, but she said no one paid for this. I told the fan if he got a certain amount of likes on TikTok, I would fly out to be his prom date. This isn't a flex, it's embarrassing. And if his parents knew about it, maybe they didn't, but if they did, then they failed as parents because they've allowed their son to go to prom with an online prostitute. And he's proud about it. He should know better. 18 years old is old enough to know that that is retarded. Might be the corniest man on the planet. Who's that clown? He must think he's the most handsome man on the planet. I think in order to do this, you have to be a complete knobhead. This is what our forefathers died in muddy trenches for. Did you lose a bet, mate? How bro felt after posting this? My ego needs stroking, so I'll post a clip of everyone looking at me to boost it. Pile of shit.
We need y'all to, get out of here with your sign.
What do you mean? Oh, you have borders on this campus.
No, we have this space reserved as an official event.
Yeah, so you have borders. Where's your borders at?
This whole green area right here.
Oh, so you want to control who comes in and out. Like an ICE agent or a border patrol agent. You wouldn't dare act like a fascist, would you? I would really encourage you on a rally on a campus. This is an event for sanctuary campuses. You probably shouldn't act like a fascist border patrol agent. You should take down your borders and let whoever wants on the space, okay? Why is your lip quivering? Because you've been called out on how you're acting exactly like how you don't, what you're advocating against. You're acting just like them. So if you believe in illegal aliens allowing to have sanctuary on this campus, put your money where your mouth is, leave me alone, and let me have sanctuary on this campus, okay?
Gotcha, bitch!
She absolutely cooked him. He completely malfunctioned. Normally they spaz out and go a bit crazy or something, but he just went completely silent. Lip starts quivering. The brain was about to... And a lot of these people are what they claim to hate. They claim to be against a system that doesn't accept them, and they want to be accepting of everybody. But as soon as someone doesn't accept their opinion...
Shut the fuck up, you!
I'm trans, Norma.
I'm Frankie. Pronouns they, them.
As a transberry, I love living out loud as my most authentic self.
I know I'm safe when I'm with my friends or other non-binary people.
He's the undisputed champion of my heart.
My name is Charles. I use they and them for my pronouns.
Banafi will slay that runway.
Nightshade's pronouns are they, them.
He or she just doesn't fit who I am.
Welcome to your crash course in holiday self-expression.
I remember when a senator confronted the Netflix CEO about this, and he basically pretended that it wasn't true. There was no trans ideology being pushed.
Why is it so much of Netflix content for children promotes a transgender ideology? Almost half of your content for children, I'm talking about minor children now, I'm not talking about teenagers. Minor children promotes a transgender ideology. Just 2 days ago, a jury in New York awarded a former transitioner $2 million because she said that her psychologists and others pressured her into, they pushed on her an ideology that proved to be extremely detrimental. Yet if you turn on Netflix, you'll find that an enormous amount, and I say this as a parent with 3 young children, an enormous amount of your children's programming has this ideology and agenda in it. Why is this?
Senator Ali, Netflix has no political agenda of any kind. I would tell you that...
Well, then why is your children's program so full of this highly sexualized, highly controversial agenda? I don't understand it. It seems strange to me.
Respectfully, sir, it's because it's inaccurate. We have millions of hours of children's programming.
You're saying it's not there. You don't have trans. You don't feature trans characters, trans storylines, trans themes. It's not in your programming.
I'm saying we feature a wide variety of stories and programs to meet a wide variety of people's tastes.
Why is almost half of it? Why does almost half of your children's program feature this highly controversial, highly sexualized material? That just seems strange to me. It can't possibly be a reflection of the population.
Senator Hall, I don't have any idea where that number would come from or what.
What a lying little slime ball.
But I can't speak to that.
Well, what do you mean you don't think it's been my personal experience? You don't think that I monitor what my children watch?
It's like someone said in the comments, admit nothing, deny everything. Just another slimy rich CEO, never Netflix for me.
So I have a scenario question. Let's just say I'm mad at you, you done pissed me off, you done did something I don't like, and I end up blocking you, meaning on the phone, social media, everything. Are you gonna try to get in contact with me right away? Or are you just gonna be like, I'm just gonna give her a day or two and she'll come back to me?
First of all, if I see I'm blocked on the phone, it could be many reasons for that. So I'm going for your social media. If that's blocked too, that's it. It shouldn't be no reason why.
They
Talk to me like a woman.
You can try text app numbers. You can try to do a Finsta. You can call my mama.
How long y'all been together in this scenario? How long?
It don't matter if we together for 3 to 5 business days or we've been together for 2 years.
You ain't on your stalker shit? You ain't on your...
Never. And this is why she's single on a Pop the Balloon show, making men's lives difficult. No man that actually respects himself is going to chase after a woman that blocks him everywhere. You're not going to call their mum, go through other apps that no one uses, email them unless you're a massive simp. If she's blocked you, you move on. This donut's acting like a teenager when she's about 40 years old.
I am myself single. What would you recommend I do differently?
I mean, to be fair, I am dating over 100 girls that went to my high school right now, so to be fair.
You have over 100 girls, that you're talking to in your high school?
The actual total number is 555 at once.
This was actually a few months back. The number's up to 700 now. You just keep stacking them up. Look, we've even got girl 532 in the comments saying that he's not lying. This is what they mean by aura.
62 million men. 62 million men. 62 million men.
62 million men.
62 million men.
If you have been on the social media for the past few days, you probably came across videos that claim that 62 million men attended online RAPE Academy. So what actually happened? On March 26, 2026, CNN published an article that deals with a very serious issue: drug-facilitated sexual abuse, hidden online communities, survival stories, and the way these spaces help men exchange tactics on how to abuse women and avoid detection. And it is not some cheap clickbait story. It is a real investigation with real reporting work behind it, real interviews, and real victims at the center of it. So genuinely, I encourage people to actually go and read that article. But then something very frustrating happened online. Something that almost discredited the great and important work those journalists did. A lot of influencers took that story and turned it into something else. They started saying that 62 million men visited a global RAPE academy. And of course, that spread like fire. With a claim like that, how can it not? But then people started looking into it more closely and saying, wait a second, something here doesn't sound right. And that is where the whole thing starts falling apart. Because first of all, it was not 62 million men. The viral claim was taking a visits number and turning it into men. Second, it talked about the visits on the porn site. Overall visits, not separated by gender, specific category, or any other way. Third, the specific RAPE Academy element people were talking about was tied to a Telegram group that the report described as being around 1,000 members, which is still disgusting, still horrifying, but it is obviously not the same as saying 62 million men attended some online course in RAPE. So look at how big the distortion is. The number goes from 62 million men to 62 million site visits, to unspecified visits to the overall platform, to one specific Telegram group of around 1,000 participants. That is not a small mistake. That is not a little wording issue. That is a massive misrepresentation of what people were actually looking at. And then, of course, some of the people who spread it came back with the usual defense. Who cares if it was men or visits? Who cares if the number was wrong? Who cares if it was misrepresented? What matters is the message. No, that is not how this works. The message does matter, but the facts matter too. And this is my issue with it. The original CNN story is already serious enough. You do not need to inflate it. You do not need to lie on top of it. You do not need to turn it into a slogan that sounds better on social media. If you actually care about the issue, then you should care about getting it right. Because when you spread blatant misinformation, you are not helping women. You are not helping victims. You are not helping awareness. You are making it easier for people to dismiss the whole subject and say, here we go again. More fake outrage, more fake numbers, more agenda pushing. And that is the issue here. The journalists did real work. They investigated a real and ugly problem. They spoke to real victims. They put together a serious article. And then a bunch of influencers took that work, ripped the nuance out of it, replaced it with a viral claim, and started acting like accuracy no longer matters because their intentions are supposedly good.
There's a lot of people these days that even when they're presented with the facts to prove them wrong, they still just want to go along with what they thought was right in the first place because it validates their emotions and how they think. The other thing is one person could count for 100 clicks, so it doesn't even make sense.
Put a finger down if, as a dude, you helped your girl through not one but 2 brain surgeries. Then she goes on that problematic as Tonight's Conversation podcast talking about you did in fact help her through 2 brain surgeries and that you are emotionally and physically amazing. So much so that you washed her ass when she couldn't do it when she was in the hospital and stayed with her the whole time. But now at 24 years old, she feel real grown, right? And she wants to know how long does she have to wait to be appreciated because you were without a job for a few months, which is embarrassing enough, but she coming online to tell your business.
He ain't got to worry because they destroyed it for that shit. I know exactly what woman he's talking about.
What do you do if your partner is amazing? Like, he's amazing emotionally, physically. Earlier this year, I had to have 2 brain surgeries. He stayed with me in the hospitals. He even washed my butt some of the times.
Damn.
But he wasn't working for a couple of months, and I'm 24 now. So I basically feel like I'm just real grown, and I just want to know, like, how long.
Tell me more about this 24 or grown. That's not me talking, that's the crowd. So what's your question?
Basically, like, we haven't been out on any dates or anything recently, and I just want to know, like, how long do I wait before I feel appreciated?
Saying, and you don't feel appreciated, can't win.
This is at the point that we have to acknowledge people's capacities. Because while you were in your season of being taken care of, he was the one doing the nursing back to health, right? And he could probably still be trying to regain his capacity for himself after spending his year taking care of you. And as you've gotten able to be better and, oh, I feel better now, I want to go on dates, he's trying to process what he just went through. So instead of you saying, how do I get to the space of me feeling appreciated, what have you done to show appreciation to your man for just nursing you back to health?
You said that you're 24 and you're grown, right? I think this is exactly where you showing your age at. I want to offer that you learn the signs of a good man. Because
He wiped your ass, woman. He nursed you back to health. Are you mad? You want to be appreciated? How can you be any more appreciated than that?
if you don't, you will become an of-age, mature woman that looks back at him and his wife and his family, and you say, I really done.
I think they might have fucked up with the brain surgery. There's something not right up there if she thinks she's not appreciated after all that man's done for her. Like someone said in the comments, let him go, he deserves better.
Do you think the modern day feminism movement... What? You don't even know what I was gonna ask. What do you mean, you're not a feminist? Are you a feminist? Laughing at me, this asshole.
I don't like that laugh.
That was an evil ass laugh. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, very misogynistic laugh.
That was a toxic masculinity. That was a toxic laugh.
You know, I can't lie, I might react the same way if one of these donuts came up to me on the street. These conversations are getting boring. Now, whether that's the reason he walked off or not, I don't know.
You've been on a yacht before?
I'm trying to be on your yacht.
Why you want to be on my yacht?
You're handsome.
What's your favorite drink?
You.
I'm your favorite drink? Oh, you chose. You know how to cook?
I can cook you anything you want.
You said you can cook anything, right?
What do you want?
Guarantee she can't cook.
Excuse me? I'm gonna be honest.
I want you. Yeah. I want you in my life. You're like the prettiest girl I've seen all day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's like really nice. What's your name?
Peter.
Peter.
What's your name?
Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Yeah, are you from here initially?
I do. Yeah, I live here.
Yeah.
How old are you, Peter?
I'm 25. What?
I'm 10 years older than you.
No, you're not. Stop it. You look like 21.
Oh shit, it's a dog. I thought she had a kid.
What's this guy's name?
This is Toby.
Toby?
Yeah. It's very, very nice of you to say, and I appreciate it.
I need your number. I'm sorry, it's too late. I need your number. Here.
I appreciate you, but like you're very.
I'm very mature. I live here by myself.
I am not looking to like hook up with people.
No, I'm not looking to hook up with you. I'm looking to marry you.
This motherfucker don't miss.
What am I? I'm an honest man.
Like you're very sweet.
I like your eyebrows. Okay, here.
Peter.
You have to. I'm sorry.
What did you have in mind?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like what do you have in mind?
What?
You don't just like say those things to people. What did you have in mind?
Maybe we go grab some coffee. Maybe some dinner.
I don't do coffee dates.
Okay, dinner. That was the second thing I said.
Peter.
Perfect. What does that tattoo say?
It just means to like surrender your worries.
Do you speak a different language? What, Russian?
No, Hebrew and
Oh, nice. Tú eres muy bonita.
I actually am on my way somewhere. It was nice to meet you. If I hear from you, great. If I don't,
Well, you will hear from me. So it's if I hear from you. All right, have a good one.
A dog in a stroller is an automatic no. I don't do coffee dates. Maybe that's why you're 35 with a dog in a stroller. I've just arrived in Serbia, I've installed Tinder, and this is what I've come across. Yeah, I mean, apart from that last one, it's too good to be true, innit? You're probably about to get kidnapped or something. I wouldn't even bother meeting up with any of these.
With most men is that we are a threat to their masculinity. They don't like us because we've rejected the masculine side and going towards our female side. Now, you can imagine, if I walked into a bathroom looking like this, a men's toilets looking like this, I'm just asking for trouble. You know, it only takes one obnoxious idiot to dislike what I'm doing. Or
what if a woman did that though?
A woman wouldn't do it. End of. So why should I? So I've just used the female toilets down at Waterloo Station. None of the women batted an eyelid when I walked in there. I've got no problem with going in the ladies' toilets. They've got no problem with me going in there. So I am not going to stop going in there.
Yeah, no one bats an eyelid, my ass. And if they're not looking at you, it's probably because they don't want to antagonise you, because you don't look like you're mentally stable.
Stop holding me.
Please.
Say that fucking victim.
Please.
Stand the fuck away.
Please.
Stand the fuck away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was big. Get the fuck out of here. Smack my shit again. I'll fucking sue your ass.
Whoa, big old fridge.
Huh? I can't understand your fucking dumb ass. Get out.
Stop.
I told you, I gave you the opportunity to talk to me verbally, and you didn't. You decided not to.
Okay.
You wanted me to find out this way. It
Okay.
sucks.
Okay. You're just fucking hurt. It's fine.
Yeah, I am hurt. I know I am.
Okay, cool.
Alright, Gorlock
Like
the
I said,
second.
I was talking to you, ass bitch. Fuck out of here.
Look at you.
Fuck out of here.
Look at you.
And you're fat as shit.
I don't give a fuck.
You're a bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Face, bro.
Fuck out of
I
here.
don't get bitch.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
Gorlock the second needs to pipe the fuck down. And just remember, fellas, when they start crying like this, they're not upset that they've cheated on you or hurt you. They're upset they've been caught. So don't forgive none of it. Do what this guy did and send them where they belong.
She belongs to the streets.